A man once made a mistake that looked small, but it destroyed his entire relationship. Not cheating, not lying, and certainly not betrayal. He simply told the truth about the wrong things. And just like that, the respect disappeared. Listen carefully, because the most dangerous thing a man can do in a relationship is confuse honesty with strategy. There are things that sound harmless when spoken, but become weapons when remembered. And today, we're talking about 8 things a man should never reveal too freely if he wants to keep his peace, his respect, and his sanity. Because sometimes, the difference between a respected man and a miserable one is simply knowing what to keep quiet about. Number 1, your deepest insecurities. Now let me say something that might offend the philosophers of the internet. Everyone says, be vulnerable, be open, be emotionally naked. Beautiful advice until reality enters the room. There's nothing wrong with vulnerability, but unfiltered insecurity can quietly change how someone sees you. If a man constantly says he's not good enough or that he feels like a failure, what starts as honesty can slowly turn into a loss of perceived strength. And attraction, whether people admit it or not, respects confidence and stability. So instead of dumping your insecurities, a wiser man works on them quietly. He fixes them, he grows from them, he solves them. Because confidence isn't something you announce, it's something people observe. Number 2, every detail of your financial situation. Let me be clear, I'm not saying you should lie about money, but announcing every financial struggle is like putting a "handle with care" sticker on your forehead. Imagine telling someone early on that you're broke, your savings are empty, and you don't know what you're doing financially. You just introduced stress before it even needed to exist. A calm man focuses on building quietly, because a man who talks about being broke every week loses presence, but a man silently improving his life gains respect. Remember, respect often follows results, not complaints. Number 3, your complete past with women. The most dangerous conversation known to mankind is the "tell me about your ex" trap. Let me translate that for you. When someone asks about your past, sometimes what they really want is information they can use later. You say something simple like, "My ex used to cook really well." 6 months later, during an argument, you hear, "Why don't you go back to your ex then?" Congratulations, you just created your own ammunition. A wise man keeps his past brief and respectful. No deep storytelling, no emotional nostalgia. The past is a museum. Visit quickly, but don't give guided tours. Number 4, your future plans too soon. Ambition is powerful, but announcing every plan too soon creates pressure. You say you want to start a company, move countries, take big risks, and suddenly someone else's fear becomes your limitation. Not because they hate you, but because people naturally protect comfort. So instead of broadcasting your plans, a wise man builds quietly. And one day, people ask, "When did you do all this?" Because silent success is louder than loud intentions. Number 5, how much you fear losing her. This one is delicate. Loving deeply is beautiful, but saying things like, "I can't live without you," or "You're my whole world," can shift the balance of power. When someone feels like they are your entire emotional survival, they may feel pressure, or worse, they may take it for granted. A strong man loves deeply, but he also has purpose, friends, ambition, identity, because love should be part of your life, not your entire existence. Number 6, every weak moment you have. Everyone struggles, everyone has bad days, but constantly sharing every emotional storm can create the image of someone who is always unstable, and people feel safest around stability. A wise man processes his emotions. He reflects, he learns, he improves, because strength isn't never feeling weak, it's not living in weakness. Number 7, your strategy and your moves. Not everyone needs to know what you're about to do. You tell people your plans, and suddenly, advice appears, doubt appears, criticism appears, before you even start.
A strategic man understands something simple. Moves speak louder than plans. So instead of announcing everything, he acts, and the world finds out after it's already done. Number 8. How much you need peace. This one is the nobody talks about. Many men value peace more than anything, but saying it too often can attract the exact opposite. Because some people, intentionally or not, create chaos to test reactions. A wise man doesn't keep saying, "I hate drama." He simply removes himself from chaotic situations. Because peace isn't something you ask for, it's something you create through boundaries. Now, before someone says, "So men should lie?" Relax, that's not the point. This isn't about deception, it's about wisdom in communication. A mature man understands not every truth needs to be spoken immediately, completely, and emotionally. Some things are handled privately, some things are solved quietly, and some things are nobody's business. Because a respected man doesn't reveal everything. He reveals what is necessary. He speaks with intention. He protects his peace. And, most importantly, he understands that sometimes the strongest move a man can make is silence. Remember this, the loudest man in the room often controls nothing, but the quiet man, the one observing, calculating, moving carefully, is usually the one running everything. Let me leave you with this. The measure of a man is not in the volume of his words, but in the weight of his presence. So keep your plans close, keep your insecurities private, and let your actions speak loudly. Let people wonder how you stay so calm while you're winning. And if you want to go deeper into this topic, I highly recommend the book Love and Respect by Emerson Eggerichs. It explains how respect and love shape relationships and how better communication can prevent resentment and conflict. And before you go, if this message made you think of someone, share it with them. And if you want more content like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe.